With Destination X just around the corner, who is going to leave with the X Division Championship? Well, we do not know, because Samoa Joe, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels were all absent from the pay-per-view go-home show. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your TNA Impact March 11, 2006 review. Now, we're going into Destination X, and I know it's not for the world title, but you can make a point, you can definitely make a case that the X Division title is the big match that's been featured. It's Joe, Daniels and AJ. They're going into the Ultimate X match for the X Division title, and they weren't even on the go-home show. Very strange here for TNA. I don't know what they were thinking. Last time we seen them was last week's show when Samoa Joe was looking up at the X and he was like bricking it because of the height of the X, and then this week they've done absolutely nothing with them. So yeah, strange build-up. Don't quite understand what they were doing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, and I mean TNA's got the least of the excuses, because same arena, they tape it, like they tape a bunch of shows on the same day. What's the actual excuse if they could appear last week on the same day in the same arena? What is the problem? I think if you're taping like this, there's no fucking excuse not to have people. I mean, at least in WWE, there are different arenas each week, man. I just don't understand this logic of, like, it's like Team 3D as well. When they first debuted it, they appeared once, and then, like, they disappeared for 6 weeks.
Is 1 hour hurting TNA?
No, well, I mean, technically, yes, but if you're not going to utilise them, making it 2 hours ain't going to fucking help it. Like, what's the difference if they made it 2 hours? They probably just would have put them on. Well, I mean, there's loads of things on this show that just didn't need to happen. I say didn't need to happen. You could just shorten some stuff and have them in a segment.
What do you think's the best wrestling show to utilise 1 hour?
To utilise 1 hour?
Think of all the wrestling shows that have been 1 hour. Would you say maybe the ECW reboot?
I would say so, yep.
I think they've done a pretty good job of just having a 1 hour show.
Yeah.
Did they do a better job of a 1 hour show than TNA did?
I think so. I think it's the fact it's WWE.
Anyway, yeah, we'll not talk about that anymore, because ECW reviews are stopped on this channel. But the TNA reviews will never stop. So opening match, tag team title match, America's Most Wanted with Gail Kim taking on the Naturals. These guys have had a few title matches since we started reviewing TNA. This one kind of came out the blue. I didn't even know the Naturals were getting a title shot, but they got one. We had interference for Team Canada. Eric Young handcuffed Chase Stevens to the guardrail. I mean, they had the numbers advantage. It was 4-on-2. Did they really need to make it 4-on-1 to get the win here?
It's a bit embarrassing.
It is a bit embarrassing, but America's Most Wanted win. And you know what? I know a lot of people prefer America's Most Wanted over Beer Money, but I just don't see how. I think Beer Money was better than AMW in every way possible.
Yeah, I think they were, but I remember a lot more America Most Wanted matches than Beer Money matches. And I'm not a guy that I prefer the segments and all that stuff, so I do prefer Beer Money, but name me Beer Money matches.
True.
I can name you a lot of these guys.
I'm not gonna bash AMW, because I think they do.
Would you agree with that?
I think the matches that they're in are good.
No, they are.
I think the matches they've had with the Naturals have been good. I think the matches they've had with the Dudleys have been good, even though that finish was a fucking disaster.
It's a steel cage match for me, and he does the Hurricane Run off the top.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was that. They retained the belts. We get an interview with Jeremy Borash and Larry Zbyszko with Scott D'Amore. Zbyszko said that after last week's fiasco, Christian Cage and Monty Brown are banned this week. So they're banning the world champ. Not exactly a great idea. Scott D'Amore came in. He called Zbyszko a puppet and says he will keep his eyes on Zbyszko. So Scott D'Amore doesn't trust Zbyszko. Neither did Raven, to be honest. So maybe there's something going on here.
Quote the fat man, nevermore.
Then we got a Team TNA qualifying three-way. Chris Sabin versus Dot versus Shelley. Winner of this qualifies for the TNA team that's going to be taking on the international team at the Ultimate Division X, Destination
World
X.
Cup Series, fucking garbage.
Something like that. Chris Sabin wins. Just a throwaway match with nothing really. Why not just put Chris Sabin in?
It's very indie, this. I don't like it.
I don't think this match had to be on the show.
No, but what's TNA's obsession with this international flavour? I don't remember they did a Bound for Glory one year. It was like half Japan or half Mexican or something.
Fucking sucks.
No,
because these international guys come in and there's no story whatsoever.
Like Forbidden Door.
Now, I know people have always says, oh, well, what if you had a prime WCW and prime WWF and they met at Mania? I remember Jim Cornette spent like an hour booking that, and Kevin Nash has done it, but it's like, if they just came in to have one-off matches, it would kind of be a letdown. You need the actual story to be there.
Yeah, and that's why the Invasion's better than any of that, because there's a fucking story behind it.
Yeah, the Invasion came in, right? And it might have been jobbers, but I tell you, they actually put like 4, 5, 6 good months of television on. And that's better than just like random fucking one-on-one matches. So I don't really enjoy this. I'm not looking forward to Team TNA versus Team International.
And it's like it's the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, it's not
Jeff Jarrett against fucking, I don't know, Hogan or something for Japan at this stage of the game. It's Chris Sabin against some fucking guy we've never heard of.
Hito Watawi or some shit. Anyway, then we get Mike Tenay and Chris Sabin. They present a replica X belt to AJ Perninsky and Dale Torberg.
Chris Sabin, like 2 foot smaller than both of them.
Yeah, I think it's a baseball. I think these guys play baseball. Right. Anyway, Chris Sabin presents them with the X Division replica belt, and like, I mean,
threw it straight in the bin.
He literally did look like a midget. These guys are sitting here claiming it's like one of the greatest days of their life, and it's like, even getting a replica WWE belt, in my opinion, is a little bit cheap.
Yeah.
But when you're getting a replica X, it's not even the X Division, it's not even the NWA World title, it's the X Division belt. And these guys are like 2 feet too tall to actually get this belt.
Can't do it because he's heel, but I mean, Chris Sabin.
Anyway, that was
Styles, fuck's sake.
That was that. Then for Satellite, we got Mike Tenay and Don West. They were interviewing Christian Cage and Monty Brown, who were supposedly both at their homes because they've been banned from the arena tonight. I thought this
was awful. A Christian stumbling over his, oh, you're the man, my man Brown.
Well, no, it wasn't great, but Monty Brown came off better than Christian.
Oh, I did. Christian sucked. Christian came across here as, like, really cheap.
Monty Brown's sitting there, jacked, got a nice shirt on, kind of dresses a bit like The Rock, and then you've got Christian Cage, who just fucking looks like a jabroni.
Yeah.
No build, no physique.
Schindler's List.
I mean, I like Christian Cage, right? But, I mean, his look ain't good.
His look's what's held him back.
See if he looked like a star at it, and Christian, obviously. But see if Christian Cage had a different look, I think the guy would be right up there. But I think his looks always held him back.
Yo, he's got the height I don't think his height's an issue.
No, he's not the tallest. He's not the... Yeah, but even his face and his hair just doesn't... I don't know.
But if he was jacked, you wouldn't care about his face. Or his shirts. Well, I would. No, his shirts are embarrassing.
No, but if you look at...
It's like pyjamas day every day for Christian.
But if you just look at Edge and you look at Christian, Edge has just got that look, I think.
No, he does.
Whereas Christian just doesn't really have it.
No.
But I like Christian, but I just didn't like him in this segment.
Aye, this segment sucked for me. Monty Brown brings energy. I know he's always coked out or whatever, but it's energy, entertainment.
The pounce! Anyway, let's pounce into the main event. 8-man tag match. Team 3D, Ron Killings and Rhino defeated Shannon Moore, Matt Bentley, Alex Skipper, and David Young. Simon Diamond was in commentary, and he said it was a disgrace that AJ Perninsky got a TNA title, even though it was a replica. I mean, how is this the main event? I mean, it is literally a fucking jobber team of Shannon Moore, Matt Bentley, Skipper, and David Young. It's like they just went into the jobber locker room and picked the 4 nearest guys to the door and was like, here you 4, come with us.
Why not Team 3D, right? Daniels and Styles against Joe and, like a few other people.
Heels. Joe, Jarrett,
aye,
AMW, Team Canada, something like that. This match just didn't make any sense. Team 3D, Ron Killings and Rhino get the win.
The roster's not stacked, right, in TNA at this point. But it's got people where you can stack out a card to a reasonable degree, and they don't do it.
But we're getting a former world champion coming at Destination X. I'm looking forward to that. And the show ended with the face team in the ring, and they looked up the ramp, and then you had Jarrett, and you had AMW, Team Canada, and they were looking down and setting up the big match at the pay-per-view. But yeah, Destination X, and it's just not like the second pay-per-view in a row. I don't know if I'm... Is it not... Oh wait, I forgot Jarrett's not even the champ, so... I was going to say the belt's not on the line, but I forgot Jarrett's not the champ.
Whoa!
But yeah, Jarrett then...
Who's your prediction for the former world champion?
Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
I don't think it is him. I'm going with Roddy Piper. I don't know why, but I'm going with Roddy Piper.
Well, I'll be fucking disappointed. Rest in peace, Roddy, but I want Scotty.
I want Scotty.
And on that note, guys, I'm going to give this... I mean, it wasn't great. It's a 3 out of 10 for me.
I'm drinking a can of 7-Up. Divide it by 2.
3.5.
And then I'll get a 4. I'll get a 4. 3.5. That was good, wasn't it?
There you go. Till next time. Peace.